Hello everyone, welcome back to my home. If you happen to be new here today, my name's Rebecca. In this video, I'm not going to do any decorating, but I'm going to do a little bit of motivational spring cleaning. Now I'm going to start here in my living room because I'm going to start decorating, but before I get started, I want to go ahead and turn this heat down because moving around, it's going to get very warm in here. But before starting in my living room, in my laundry room, it needs a good cleanup too. Everything does. Because after the winter months, you start to open up your house and it's just time to get things dusted and cleaned up. But I want to start some laundry that I need to get started for today. So I've got about 3 loads of laundry I need to work on while I'm working on my spring cleaning in my living room. Now, first off, I just want to say that I'm so thankful for you all, your patience, kindness, and your understanding. Today, it's cold outside after all the storms went through our area on Sunday night, and we were sitting up until 2 a.m. on high alert. And there were a couple of funnel clouds spotted that night, so we just stayed up until we knew we were safe to go to bed and go to sleep. It is supposed to get warm. It's supposed to warm back up over the weekend. I'm so glad. Okay, I want to spring clean before I decorate my living room, and I like to clean each area before I decorate for spring and give everything a real good go over. I would love to have my whole house cleaned all at one time, but unfortunately these days I have to clean it in sections. But decorating for you guys motivates me to get that dreaded task done. For today, I knew I was going to be cleaning, so I just pinned my hair up out of my face, and my clothes are all wrinkled, and just thought I would put on something for cleaning today, and I know I'll look a mess, so just overlook that. I used to house clean many years ago when my children were young, and the hours worked for me at that time. For my preschool children, and when they were in school, it's very hard for me to let others clean my home because I am so particular about how things are cleaned. And for spring cleaning, I think that if you can move it to clean behind it, it should be done. And don't forget to clean the back of your furniture where dust collects, behind your TV screens, behind your furniture. All of my furniture is on Felties, guarding against scratches on my floor, and we do change out the Felties whenever needed. Usually I'll do a big spring clean and a big fall clean before the winter time, and like moving my sofa and getting fan blades and stuff like that. When I was cleaning houses, I had a pattern when cleaning someone's home. I would first strip all the beds of the sheets and grab those sheets, also the towels that were in the bathroom, and I would not do any personal laundry, personal clothes, but I didn't mind throwing in sheets and towels while I was cleaning the rest of their homes. And I think that sort of spoiled everybody a little bit too. Now, I didn't have to wait on the sheets. They usually had a second set that they would always lay out, the ones that they wanted me to put on their beds. Since the bathrooms were the hardest things to clean up, they were done first. The kitchen was always the last room because I worked out of it for like mop water and things like that. I worked in circles in the room from top to bottom, and then circles through the whole house. Bathrooms, bedrooms, living room, kitchen, vacuuming my way out of each room, leaving no footprints on the carpet for them. I usually could clean a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in about 4 hours, and some days I would clean 2 homes. I sure wish I could do that now. After using so many different products, I finally found some that work better than others, and that's what I stick with. And I did share a picture with you at the beginning of the video of some of those products that I use in my home. Now, the one product that I really love was the Spick and Span Sun Fresh, and they have discontinued that. We had a hard time finding it during 2020, so we had stocked up, with like 10 or 12 bottles, and I'm just now fixing to get to the last ones. And unfortunately, they don't make it anymore. I contacted them, hoping they would bring the product back, but I haven't seen it. So if you guys have any recommendations for a all-purpose kind of cleaner like the Sun Fresh Spick and Span, let me know what you use, and maybe I'll give it a try and find a new cleaner. Too many tasks and projects, it's a never-ending cycle. But hey, we're not sweeping up dirt off of a dirt floor, right? Maybe a new retirement schedule on certain days for different tasks could work. How many of you make a list of things to do? I used to live by a list, but since I moved in this house, I've done away with the list. Do you still use a list to go by or just wing it? Next, let's move on over to the other window on the other side of my fireplace, and I'm going to go ahead and move this furniture out of the way. Like I said, all of my furniture has felty, so I can just scoot it around my floor and it doesn't scratch it up. Instead of just you guys watching me do this window, let's just go ahead and use a little bit of YouTube magic, and voila, it's done. Since I'm in the living room, let's talk about it. Someone mentioned in the comments about my mixed furniture, and I never really thought about it. My console behind my sofa and my 2 end tables a match, and then I have a farmhouse style TV stand in this area. Now the little table that is not in a light shade is one that my husband's grandfather made back in 1942, and I just love that little table, and I like it out here by the recliner where he sits. I am taking down the drapes because I have ordered some more, and these are going to be more of the pleated long. I'm going to move the brackets up and put the new drapes in, and I'm not sure how they're going to look, but I hope they're going to turn out okay, and I will show you that when I decorate my living room for spring. The TV, the big black box, is not going away. I would love to have one of those frame TVs, maybe someday, but right now they're too expensive. For now, I'll put just something pleasant up on the screen when I'm doing my home tours. Now, I wanted to ask you guys about a rug. I take up my rug in spring and summer and put down rugs during the fall and winter. But I don't know, what do you guys think about a rug in my living room all year round? I don't mind changing them out seasonally. Do you think a rug for spring and summer would like freshen it up a bit or just be too much? Plantation blinds at the windows in the room. After ordering the plantation blinds for all of the windows right after we moved in, I thought I really didn't need them for the living room windows. Our house sets back further than our neighbors, And these two windows are up under the porch area, private unless someone is just standing on the porch looking in. However, I'm so glad that I did put the blinds up on the windows because when it storms, I like to close my blinds. Anybody else do that? Also, I close them for glare on the TV screen on a bright sunny day. Boy, I can't wait until bright sunny days. I just feel better all the way around. How about you? Now, I want to clean off my fireplace stoop. It is stone, and we do use our fireplace in the wintertime. Larry has already cleaned it up, got all the ashes out of it, and we found that using scrubbing bubbles cleans the inside of the fireplace more than anything else we have tried to use. Now I'm using just some Dawn Power Wash here on the front fireplace stoop, and I will spray a little and then just wipe it down because burning the fireplace and the wood, we do get that black soot, and sometimes it gets on the top of the stone here, and if you lay something on it, it sometimes will get dirty. So I like to give this a good cleaning right after we clean the inside. But all of that black soot on the inside, that scrubbing bubbles cleans the majority of it off. Now we thought about painting it black, and then none of the black soot from the fire would show. However, that doesn't tell me that it's clean. That just covers it up. So I decided to leave it the way that it is and continue to use the scrubbing bubbles on the inside of the fireplace. And the reason that I do clean it is because it gets this smoky smell and it remains through the season, so I like to clean it all up. But after spraying this with the Dawn, I'm just going to take a damp cloth, wet it down, and then wipe it down. It's not as bad as I thought, but I'll show you the water here right when I get done. The fireplace stone, I will never paint that. I like the natural color and the rustic look it gives in my open concept home. The mantle is an old barn beam that came from one of the barns on this farmland. We have farmland all around us, and we were told that the farmer would never sell. I sure hope not. We love our little 25-house private neighborhood here in the middle of farm country. The fireplace is cleaned up for the spring and summer months. It did help a little on our heating bill for the winter. I read on a local Facebook site that some families were hit with an $800 heating bill for January. Of course, January is our coldest month in this area. Ours wasn't that much, but it was the highest we have gotten since we lived here in this home. We have been here almost 6 years. It's really hard to believe. Where does all the time go? Now I'm ready for my spring living room decor for this year. I have some new curtains coming for this area for the year. Fresh, clean, light, and airy is what I'm aiming for. Tune in. This Friday is when I'm planning to have my living room decorated for spring, along with a collaboration with a sweet friend I've been watching for quite some time on YouTube. I hope in today's video I gave you some cleaning motivation. Until then, guys, take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.